Alright, Shalom, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Hakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth, peace, love, and salutation unto the hopeful elect kings and priests who are out there bringing out this word in all sincerity and in all truth. Brother Juan from the Great Millstone branch, Los Angeles, back here with another lesson this morning. It is 5:24 a.m. December 11th, 2024, another day closer to Esau's downfall and the uprising of our kingdom, which consists of the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true Israelites, all right, whom the kingdom of heaven consists of. All right, you other nations will be in subjection, to us in the world to come. All right, fed up or set up, Luigi Marinaji Manifesto will be the name of this lesson. This guy, Luigi Manonji, however you pronounce the dude's last name, he ended up having a manifesto regarding the, planking the dude, the CEO of Brian Thompson of the United Healthcare CEO. He wrote a manifesto before he actually did the murder. Now, whether it was hold on a second. Now, whether it was set up or not, it's all the will of the Lord, for for a broader agenda, which I believe that this man was actually fed up, because the Lord spoke about how there'd be uprising of kingdoms, uprising of the people, up wars. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And this United Healthcare CEO, he profited off a lot of lives. They live a luxurious life. They don't have to worry about anything. They benefit off the pain of you tribes, even the pain of the other nations. These hospitals, they make a lot of profit, and he was one of them that was just fed up. He was fed up with what he was seeing, the profit that these CEOs is making, and the guy that died, he's just one of many, that's just making racks and profit. And people are fed up because no one is being healed. Everybody is all sick. This slamdemic that came, all right, the so-called cure that they brought, turned out everybody began to die from it, and people waking up from it. And he's one of many, that was just fed up. So I want to read some of his manifesto, put some precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying. So it says to the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering, basic CAD, a lot of patience. The spiral notebook, if present, has some strangling notes and to-do lists that illuminate the gist of it. My tech is pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info there. I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder, the U.S. has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42 in life expectancy. United is the indispensable largest company in the U.S. by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart. It has grown and grown, but as our life expectancy, no. The reality is these indispensable have simply got to go. Indispensable, Salakia, have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American people has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space, and frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. But many have illuminated the corruption and greed. Rosenthal, Moore, decades ago, and the problem simply remain. It is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power games at play. Evidently, I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty. You know, so here it is. You know, he people are tired of the lies, the scandals. Like it said, a reminder. Like he said, a reminder. The U.S. has the number one most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42 in life expectancy. How is it that you're ranked the number one expensive in healthcare, but ranked 42 in the whole world? That's outrageous. Yeah, that goes to show you that there's profit in what America is doing, as far as not for the benefit of the people, but for the CEOs and for these V distributors, these hospitals. You know, it's more profit off the deaths of you tribes, you know, and you other nations. You know, you're better dead than alive. You know, that's why Esau wants to depopulate you. But this is Proverbs 14 and 28. In a multitude of people is the king's honor, but in a want of people is the destruction of the prince. Right. Because these princes is being taken out. The princes of Edom, the CEO of the United Healthcare, for the want of the people, right? What do the people want? They want proper healthcare. You know, they're ranked 42 in the country, but they see the amount of money being taken out of their check every week. I see it every week. All the money that go to Medicare and all this shit, you know, which all that money is not even being used in the moment, you know. And then you got this expensive surgeries that people got to pay for. They got these the prescription for the meds is extremely high. Insulin is extremely high. Yeah, and people are dying without these meds because these CEO has racked up the prices. And then you got a trade war with China, which gets all these raw elements that America during foreign policy with China, they get all these raw elements to put in the medicine. But look how they treating China. They're thinking about putting tariffs on them. And what's going to happen to the medical supply that's already here? It's going to become scarce, and they're going to rack up the prices, therefore bringing more oppression on the people. You know, and people had to refrain from certain doctor visits, medical visits. You know, why? Because things are too high. You know, people had to cancel their health insurance policies. Why? Because it's too damn expensive, and it really should be free. Healthcare should be free. You know, these elites, they should care about the people, because the people make the scriptures tell you the king is served by the field. You know, in the field, who works in the field? The people. You know, work in the field. And if you don't treat the people right, the people is going to overthrow you. So again, Proverbs chapter 14, verse 28. In a multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the want of people is the destruction of the prince. Remember when King Solomon, after he died, his sons that were set up, and I believe it was either the older men that came up amongst Solomon, when the older men gave that counsel to who was it, Rehoboam, about if you do what the people say, they will do anything for you. But if you don't, you know, they basically will overthrow you, roughly paraphrasing, you know, because it's all on how you treat the people. You treat them right, they're going to treat you right. If you treat them wrong, they're going to treat you wrong. Just look at Biden. You know, Biden over here pardoning his son, and everybody's looking at this dude crazy. They so-called let this border just go haywire, not securing it, that's not securing a people. That's a national threat, so called, to this society. But we already know what's the real agenda, But if the king really cared about the people, there would be things such as like Russia. Russia has underground basements just in case there's a nuclear fallout for the citizens of its people. They actually do nuclear drills for the citizens of its people. You Americans, you don't have that. Nuclear fallout shelters for your for the citizens. They don't. These elites, they don't care. Okay, they don't care about your health. You're just a number, and you can be replaced. That's how they feel about you. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. Proverbs chapter 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Because in a righteous society, you will have free health care. The people within the province will make the province go around. Okay, you look at the province in America, it's all decadence, and it's all deteriorated, and it's all demoralized, denormalized. Why? Because the wicked is bearing rule, and the righteous is not in authority. So when the wicked is bearing rule, the people is going to mourn. That's why you got Luigi Mangione, if I'm pronouncing the man's name right, turning TVs off in broad daylight on camera. Whether the man was set up or not, people are fed up. People are fed up, and they're praising this guy online. When you got women praising him, you got people praising him, saying that he did a martyr act. Because people see the lies, they see the bullshit, they see these people jet setting, living lavish lives. They just punch a few numbers on the computer and off to vacation they go. They're not working hard like the ones at the bottom of the food chain. Okay, the ones that's doing hardest jobs is making this world go around. So again, Proverbs chapter 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And America is in a mourning state. Why do you think Trump keeps saying we need to make America great again? We need to make this great again. Because America isn't great. It's wound. As the scriptures say, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. That deadly wound, which is Rome coming back, that was set up here in this kingdom, Rome 2.0, right? That wound is about to be officially crushed, okay? And it's not going to rise up again. Now jump into Sirach chapter 10. Let's go to Sirach chapter 10. Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. You look at like Gaddafi, the leader of Libya. He actually used gold, for his province. He actually traded in gold. He actually had free health care for his people. But what did they do to him? They silenced him. They took him out. Why? Because he didn't want to trade in U.S. dollars. And that's what America does. They want to take out the former government, the former president, and put a puppet in there. They do these economic hits on these countries like President Bashar Assad, to put a puppet up in there to rule and govern the people, and ultimately to bring the people down, to put the people in debt to this man's dollar, where give them loans to where they can't even pay it back. Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. So, like, I got a quote, Elder Muatazak, him saying this years ago. What he say? If the ruler ain't shit, the people ain't shit. You know, so if the ruler is is not caring for the wealth of the people, do you think the underlings under them is gonna care? No, because the one that's ruling everything, that don't care. The officers, they don't care. The ambulances, they don't care. The navies, they don't care. The coast guards, they don't care. You know, if they have a depopulation goal, all right, and they see a way where they can just take you out, they'll take you out. On the way to the hospital, firefighters leave your ass in the house to burn. You know what I'm saying? Uh, um, uh, these like the CEO that got taken out. If they not caring for the health of the people, raising certain medical supplies, if they don't care, the other people under them is not gonna care. You know, that's why when you go to certain doctors, they're not gonna tell you the truth as far as reversing a constipation or something like that. They're not gonna tell you to eat the herbs or eat the fruits and vegetables or change your diet. They're gonna go off their their spliced medicine, you know, and not tell you about the benefits of the herbs. The scriptures tell you the Most High have made it good things out of the earth. He that is wise would not abhor them. But Esau, he takes the things of the earth and he splices them, and he reduces the benefits of the plant, and he switches it over and manipulates it and do all this crazy stuff to where you get side effects, you know, from his drugs, and him forced, and you being forced to come back to him back to back, get you hooked on these drugs. I remember having my cousin in the world. He had I think he had jaundice, you know, when you get the yellow of the eyes. He had a liver problem and all that. But he had a medicine tablets like from Monday through Sunday. And he took, it was probably, I want to say probably like 6 pills in each day or something like that he had to take. But he had to take those things. Why? Because the ruler of the people didn't tell him right. Had him hooked on drugs, which was not healing the process. But come to find out, years later, he ended up changing his diet. You know, he turned his whole life around. Now he's not really on those medicines like that. He's not in the truth or anything, but the point is, our people are waking up to this medical industry bullshit, because it's not healing our people, man. It says, and even these Edomites know, they got their family members dropping dead, and they know these CEOs is making bank. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Scriptures say, if the Lord don't come, no flesh shall be saved. Esau's killing everybody. He's destroying the food. He's destroying the food that's supposed to be your medicine. Like Hippocrates said, one of the old Roman philosophers, I believe are Greek philosophers, he said, let food be thy medicine and medicine thy food. But what does Esau do? He injects the food with the C19 C19 ingredients and shit like that. He sprays contrails and chemtrails in the air. You know, he puts he puts a woman over a man in society. You know, that destroys your mind mentally and physically. You know, just so GMO crops in the food, you know, are in the aquaculture. He's gene splicing, GMO crops. Like, the list just goes on. And that's how he's destroying his people, us, Everybody, the animals, you know. This dude is manipulating weather, causing earthquakes. You know, he's destroying the world, man. He's that pale horse. He's that red horse that taketh peace from the earth. Verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, and that is soon to come. Yahweh Shai is the one that's profitable, because Esau, he's not a prophet for the earth. He's a damn nuisance. He's a damn walking cancer, running cancer throughout the earth, and he's just killing everything as he goes. Look at these damn small hats in Syria. They just going crazy. You know, and they go crazy on whoever don't fall in suit. Now, staying in the same chapter, jumping down to verse 21, Sirach chapter 10, verse 21, the fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. You know, and these elites about to lose because why? They rule in roughness. They rule with pride, and dude's life is getting took due to it, because people are fed up, you know, with the leaders that be, with the powers that be. They're like, we need answers. Like this guy, you know, he said these parasites gotta go. You know, look, he said, I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. You know, they have it. These people behind the scenes, they fed the fuck up, man. These Edomites, the children of this world, are in their generation wiser than the children of light that know what the hell is going on in society. Than the 2/3 of our people, they know what's up, and they fed the hell up. And they want answers. And since they not getting answers, they about to get replies. You know, according their actions shall lay in their hands. As the scriptures say, they shall not regard their princes, for the course of their actions shall stand in their hand. And this is on a small level before it really get turned up. You know, we witnessed this in, what was that, the movie Purge, the election year. You had those politicians being hung. You know why? Because they pushed lies and deceit and took bribes and manipulated the people, you know, and got away with it. But last scripture, this is Proverbs chapter 11 and 26. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon of him that selleth it. You know, because corn it makes a nation prosperous. If you look at corn, man, there's so many benefits to corn. You know, you can make gasoline out of corn. It's so much things you can use with corn. But if you withhold that from the people gonna damn near take your head off, man. You know, because that keeps the province going. And when you withhold good from people that really need it, they're going to come at your neck. You know, they're going to rise up. And when people lose it, they lose it. Like Jero Salente said, one of his famous, most noted quote, when people lose it, they lose it. And people are losing it. They willing to lose everything at this point to get the message across. Like dude said, I had to be brutally honest, and he was just that, brutally honest, you know. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I just wanted to speak on this guy, you know. This dude right here is Manifesto. Hey, man, this is just one of many of to come. You know, like who knows what's on the minds of these people behind the scenes. But we know, the elect know people are fed up, and it's starting to show. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ba Shem Rakak Wadash. Until the next one, I say shalom.